Hey guys, and welcome back. So an update on my Atemoya graphs that I did early this season. So I did two graphs, and it was about a month ago. So typically, during grafting season or growing season, if you graph a scion, typically at the 1 month mark is when you actually see new growth coming out. And as this is one of the graphs here, there was a bag here, but I borrowed this bag to use over there because I was grafting some wax apple or jambu. But typically about a month in, when I see new growth coming out like this here, I take the bag off. But you can actually keep it on a little bit longer until the leaves are maybe around this big here, a centimeter. Then that kind of tells me that the graft took and it's ready for for the humidity of of what is around. But here is is a is a nice graphs. So the graphing tapes or whatever tape you use, I'm still keeping that on for another month or two before I take them off, because I don't want to take them off too early, and the joint can can break. But as you can see, new growth there. Actually two nodes on this one, but this second one here hasn't done anything. But I don't. But it shouldn't matter. At least one node made it. That's good. And I think this one is coming out, but it's taking a little bit longer. So that's one of them. And then here is the other one. So with this one here, I still have the bag on, but as you can see, the shoots, the new growth that's coming out is still. Let me take this bag off for a moment here. So here, so so right there, so that's the new growth coming out. It's pushing out at all three nodes right there. But just the early stage of the shoots right there. So nothing yet like this guy over here. Nothing resembling a leaf yet. So it is behind. And I think you can kind of see why. If we look at this scion here, it's smaller, it's thinner, versus this guy here is thicker. So I think this guy has more reserved of energy in there to push out the the new growth. And also this guy is pushing out three new growths, the three locations here versus one. So I think that maybe it was causing it to be a little bit slower than the other one. But nonetheless, two graphs, with two success, so 100%. So they're pretty easy to graft. So here is a new growth coming out. This is actually the tree, so I don't really need that or want that to take up any energy from this branch here. So hopefully that's gonna work out this season. This is, I think, Lisa. And then this here, this is my dream variety. So after this video, I will put the bag on here a little bit longer, just so that it can come and and the leaves can be this size, at least a centimeter wide, before I take the bag off. And just in case just in case. Here, this graph here was last season, over a year old. This one is the red Gaffner. If you have been following me, I had a red Gaffner here, and that was harvest this season. The fruit looked good, taste so and so. So so I think just growing this branch here, just for the look of it and not really for the fruit. But things are coming out this season here. I think there's a bud. There's a bud right there coming out. So here's another bud, I think, right here, right there. That's another bud right there. So grafting is pretty easy, very simple. Just a wedge graft right there. That's a little bit over a year old, so it's looking good. So hopefully this thicken up and heal a little bit better. This is my PPC. I'm sorry, not PPC, but my Lindstrom. You can see buds coming out right there, buds coming out with as new growth are coming out. Here, this one here, this is my PPC right here. This is the PPC. The same time. This graft was the same time as my red graft over there. So yeah, it's looking pretty good, and also buds coming out right there. So with these grafts here, you know, just 1 or 2 buds. Here's another bud here. So if you have a yard with a bunch of trees or a really big trees, then you know, then your chance of having pollen when these guys here bloom, then you have a higher chance of getting the fruit. But ideally, grow the scion thick and big, and set maybe 2 or 3 fruit on one small scion there. So that's the plan. So this tree here, it has what? It has 1, 2, 3, 4 varieties. So 4 varieties on one tree. Not too bad. Beautiful new growth. This is, you know, this is my favorite time really for the tree. I think this is when the tree looks its best. Because, you know, once the leaves, you know, grow out, you know, things get bushy, the leaves get really big. This is the Lindstrom, so the leaves can get maybe 4 times as big as that. So it gets bushy, doesn't look as good. But this is probably the best time, in my opinion. That is just beautiful new growth, so much life. All right, guys, that's it. A quick update on the grafts. A month in, new growth with leaves coming out here. Not so much yet, but it's getting there. So pretty happy. 100% success. They're pretty easy. All right, guys, have a good day.